Welcome to What's Up Pasadena. The Crown City is full of hidden gems, and we're here to help you uncover them.
On this episode, we grab the reins and jump in the saddle in the Arroyo Seco. Meet the inspiring staff at the Learning Works Charter School, take to the streets to talk to locals and visitors, and spin around the dance floor with Pasadena Ballroom Dance Association.
The history between man and horse is a long one, and Pasadena is no exception. Let's go on an equestrian exploration through the Arroyo Seco.
You are here with Move a Child Higher, Mach 1, and we put students on horseback and do equine assisted activities. We basically put one of our horses with one of our clients, and when a client first comes, we evaluate them, and then we work it out so that we know which horse they're going to fit with. And the horse's movement is like ours, up and down, side to side, back and forth. So if a student comes and they're in a wheelchair or they have a problem walking, we're going to put them on a horse that's going to take that movement, but it's going to be the right movement for them. So that's the physical part of it. The emotional part of it is that they might like to come out and be with the horses and just get some relaxation, be out in the country, the rabbits and the horses. And they also come out to learn empathy. We have a horsemanship program as well. And some of our clients, like Luke over there, is in the horsemanship program. So he comes out, he learns how to lead, how to groom, but he also learns responsibility, and he learns empathy and courage. We're the only PATH accredited center in the San Gabriel Valley, so there is a great need for what we do.
Well, I like riding the horse, and sometimes I play games, but sometimes when I'm a little bit older, I like to trot.
We try to work with her a lot for concentration purposes, and it's working great. And we see an improvement in her daily life and in the school coming from this program. And she really loves Willow. That's the horse she was riding today.
We design games that they play, and they're basically occupational therapy games where they learn to reach, and they learn how to do hand-eye coordination, and while they're doing that, they're learning balance on the horse. So think about it in terms of they're going to have to stay on, they're going to have to hold with their legs, but they're also going to have to move out and do various, gameplay. I'd say by the time you're done with that, they're pretty much on their way to getting the saddle and then moving up and learning how to take the reins. When you see this day in and day out, you realize that you're making a difference in someone's life. And also that these kids and these adults are underserved. So we feel it's a privilege for us to be here and to do what we do and to help that aspect of their life.
Sawyer Camps is all about making the great outdoors fun for kids. We like to grow kids' skills, whether that be grit or perseverance, through many different avenues. One of them is horseback riding. We do horseback riding throughout the summer, and then we also offer year-round lessons for a very affordable rate, and it allows our campers to enjoy the park in many different avenues. So they hike all day, but then they also can ride their horses out to their forts or other things in the watershed. I started at Sawyer Camps when I was a camper at 5 years old. I came all the way through their day camping program. I left for a couple of years and came back as a junior counselor, which is a volunteer position, and then stayed all the way through becoming the director. Working with the horses teaches kids so many skills. It teaches them how to care for animals, it teaches them empathy, it teaches them nonverbal social cues, so how to read a horse, how to read behaviors. Our different programs have different skill-based riding programs. Our youngest campers learn just how to brush, how to sit on a horse, how to hold the reins, how to steer, but it's one-on-one, so there's always one counselor with each camper helping them. In our school-aged program, our campers are learning all kinds of skills, but most importantly, they're learning grit and perseverance. And there's so many urban environments in this area, so for them to be able to come to this park and experience really what California was like before it was totally suburbanized is really amazing. And they encounter wildlife and they learn how to treat them respectfully and coexist with them, which is so amazing as well.
Rose Bowl Riders started in 1944 by a group of local Pasadena horsemen who like to ride from the Upper Arroyo through the Devil's Gate Dam and down onto Brookside Restaurant at the Rose Bowl, hence the name, the Rose Bowl Riders. Rose Bowl Riders' mission is to connect people to horses and nature through responsible horsemanship, sustainable horsekeeping, education, and public outreach. We have about 41 horses that board here, and over a third of those horses are used almost exclusively for lessons, which makes us really a unique boarding facility because we are focused on serving the widest number of people in the community, and especially in Pasadena.
One of the most important things I feel with the process of working with students and horses is that even from a very young age, that the students feel like they can work with the horses and feel like they can work with the horses independently. So I teach them how to have good horsemanship, how to handle the horses safely, how to lead the horses, how to groom the horses, so that at any point in their lives they can feel like they can be effective horse people.
We have over 200 member families here at the Rose Bowl Riders, which is 300 or 400 people using the facility annually. Most of those people are taking lessons maybe once or twice a week. As I mentioned, we have lesson horses to suit all levels and disciplines of riders. So if you were interested in horses, you could come to Rose Bowl Riders. You would usually connect with our riding instructor. You could take riding lessons for up to a month to give it a try. And if you really liked it, then you could apply to become a member at Rose Bowl Riders. We are an all-volunteer facility, and all members also have to contribute at least 10 volunteer hours a year to the upkeep of the facility. Anyone is also welcome to drop by at any time to visit our horses, take a look, and we always welcome volunteers who want to just come and work around the facility to help keep us beautiful and sustainable within the Arroyo.
That's enough horseplay for one day. This cowgirl's gonna ride off into the sunset.
We have all heard about the dramatic increase in the number of children with autism. But if it's your child with autism or another developmental challenge, it's just one child, yours. A treatment approach called DIR floor time tailors interaction to each child's individual differences and uses play to encourage a child's engagement, initiative, creativity, and thinking. To learn more about DIR floor time, please call Professional Child Development Associates.
At Learning Works Charter School, students don't just get an education, they also get a second chance.
Learning Works Charter School is a school designed specifically to re-engage dropouts. Basically kids who dropped out of high school and want to come back to school, but it's not easy to come back to a traditional high school. So we serve students that have many life conditions that are really inhibiting them from coming to school, whether that's homelessness, being on probation, having a baby, foster care, you name it, we serve them. We work with these students to help them get their high school diploma. We do it through two primary methods. One is we have chasers.
Well, a chaser is someone who makes the connection, bridges the gap between the student and the teacher, between the student and a parent. We make the connection where parents and students can't. A lot of times there isn't a connection because of the age difference, so there's never really the right thing to say. So a chaser is someone who's closer in age, who's been through similarities that they have been through, who's often had, similar trials.
The second strategy, which is even maybe the more important strategy, is we have a set of principles that most public schools don't have, which is about unconditional love and non-judgment. And so we are trying to meet the youth where they're at and not have a set of judgments about who they are or what's been happening in their past, so that we can really do a fresh start and keep them in school.
Learning Works staff, they're so amazing. Like, they was helping me from the jump. They was asking me all types of questions, like how was school before, I came here. And I was just being honest with them, like, before I came to Learning Works, I was doing bad in school. I just was like, man, school is too hard for me. But when I came here, they sat here and they actually was just, helping me, teaching me. I started learning things better than, other teachers that would teach at other schools.
When I first came to Learning Works as a student, I was like the rest of any students that are here or have attended here. I was lost. I dropped out because of decisions that I felt that I had to make, which was, fast money and wanting to move fast. which is everything that any young student is inspired by. So once I came here, everything kind of got on track for me. I was able to focus my mind on graduating from that.
We've created partnerships that really help us do more for the youth than we could do by ourselves. So we're the school at Homeboy Industries, and so that has us serving both the Pasadena area and Boyle Heights. And there we can work with them on tattoo removal, case management, jobs programs, so they are a key partner to the work that we're doing. Our other programs that have surfaced over time, we have a great art studio called Artworks, where students, middle and high school, can come and have free art programming, and that's really for anyone in the school district as well. We have GrowWorks, which is a gardening program right next door, and we have HopeWorks, which is a drop-in homeless youth center. LearningWorks has a program that specifically targets teen mothers, where they have their own classroom space. We have child support so that they can bring their kids and have them be in a separate room. They get taxis until their kids are 1 year old, and they just become their own community, and they're not alone in this, and see that others are in the same conditions and all working hard to get their diploma. So LearningWorks has 3 words that we center our program around, and that's rigor, relevance, and relationship. Rigor for me means it's a high academic program. We believe these kids can do it. They might be out of practice, but we know that they can achieve high academic standards. Relevance is that really education needs to be geared around the community and the youth's life. So we're trying to make experiences for these students that make the academics come alive. We go on lots of field trips, do lots of projects for relevance. But lastly, and maybe most importantly, they're not going to do a darn thing if we don't work on relationships. So if they have a relationship with the adults in this school, they will really do anything for us because they know we believe in them, and they haven't really felt that for a long time. So relationship allows us to really do the rigor and do the relevance.
I definitely believe that this is my calling because there's not a lot of people that are going to be comfortable telling their story. There's very one and a few that are going to tell you that they were homeless before, you know, they decided to go back to school. You usually hear these stories after the Grammys, but you know, to have it so soon and to be able to have someone to tell you like, no, this can happen if you just shift your mind. I believe I'm definitely called to do that, to be an example, to show kids in urban communities and inner cities that, you know, it's just about choices that you make can take you from point A to Z.
We've graduated over 750 students that we're really proud of, and we follow up and do follow-up studies with these students and know that we believe they are doing better than they would have done had they not made it to the stage.
And I thought that I would never, ever have good grades like that again, like I got now, you know. It's all thanks to LearningWorks.
New beginnings, new possibilities. This is not just a place to come to school, this is also a place of opportunities. We offer help that you might not be able to get from your family or from friends that you're hanging out with. So right here is endless possibilities from new people and new resources.
Hi, I'm Oscar Herrera, and if you are ages 16 to 24 without a high school diploma, a GED, or a job, I have a free program for you. I'm enrolled in Pasadena Youth Build, earning more than 60 high school credits a year, getting certificates in the medical front office profession and leadership training. Call now to enroll in this free program at 626-437-3509 or visit PasadenaYouthBuild.org.
Man on the street!
My favorite place is either Old Town, City Hall, or this area around because, well, Pasadena, it's a very green place, so I like being outside in the outdoors. So I think those 3 are the perfect places to take pictures.
Favorite place in Pasadena to take photos is JPL Trail above the Jet Propulsion Lab.
I like actually going down by Earth Cafe because I think it's really gorgeous over there, and I take a bunch of pictures with my friends, and mosaic area of the cafe. I think it's really cute.
There's like murals or there's walls across like Old Town or like different areas in Pasadena. There's also like the Arlington Gardens where there's like a lot of beautiful flowers and like the background is like really nice.
My favorite place to take photos is Echo Mountain. It's a nice place to hike. Or even Henniger Flats because it's a nice campground. There are a lot of trees out there and there are beautiful views of the city.
I really like taking pictures in South Pasadena, just around all the houses and stuff. There's a lot of history, I feel.
My favorite place to take photos is the Old Town Bridge in Pasadena. I get some lovely views from there. And I go to an art class, and so it's very useful to have some landscapes.
My favorite festival is definitely the Rose Parade because it's so nice how like the community just gathers together and like helps out with all the requirements for the Rose Parade, and the music and everything is so pretty.
My favorite festival is probably the music festival because there's a lot of cool people that come out to play and the music is just so vibrant.
Favorite festival, I'd have to say, is the Doodah Parade.
I like going to the Rose Bowl for the 4th of July because everyone in Pasadena kind of goes over there and you get to see everyone and the fireworks are kind of crazy. And I just love 4th of July and I love the Rose Bowl, so that's where I usually go.
They do car shows, they'll do like summer nights at the park where they show movies.
My favorite festival in Pasadena is the Chalk Festival. It's a really nice weekend to check out the art, a lot of chalk art, and it's usually around Father's Day, and I'm a father myself, so it's a good thing to do with my kid.
My favorite festival would be the jazz concerts outside Romans. They have a free concert, 5 o'clock on a Sunday throughout the summer, and we like to go there, my husband and I.
This past year there was the bike race that we had, so I was interested in that. They went by my house, so I had fun watching it.
It's just very pretty and it's always clean and calm, and I feel like that's why I love living in here.
I think what makes Pasadena unique is how close the community can come together at times, as well as like how much diversity is out here.
It's got the small town vibe, but it's pretty metropolitan as well. Yeah.
Everyone that lives here that I know, everyone that goes to school here loves it so much, and the community is so tight-knit, and I think that's part of the reason why I love going, I love hanging out around here and I love going to school here, and yeah.
It's very kind of forward-thinking as far as it's hip, and there are a lot of restaurants. It's growing really fast, and yet I like the fact that we're really close to nature, and having the foothills in our backyard is really nice to have like a getaway if you need to get away from the city.
I think what makes Pasadena unique is it's like right next to like everything else in LA, but it's its own special spot, and there's a lot of different kinds of people, and there's a lot of great food also. I love all the food in Pasadena.
What makes Pasadena unique is the diversity of cultural activities that one can do depending on what you're interested in. It's a safe place to live. The people are nice and friendly and they talk to you on the street, which is always very pleasant to pass the time, and it's got great shops.
Well, I love hiking and running. I run marathons. My favorite trail is Eating Canyon.
I love hiking. I've actually grown up hiking here. My favorite trail actually is First Water Trail up in Sierra Madre. It's kind of, it's not really well known, but it's a good hiking trail to go to if you're not really trying to see a lot of people and just be around nature. Also, Millard Canyon's really nice too.
I do like hiking. I would recommend, like I said, up behind JPL. There's El Prieto, a lot of good mountain biking as well.
My favorite trail, I like hiking by the Arroyo Seco. It's right by my school. And I think every time I go there, I go through a different way, and the trees and the different kind of nature patterns. I like going and finding different ways to go through the Arroyo Seco. I think it's really pretty over there.
My favorite local hiking trail is Echo Mountain. It's It's a nice hike, and it's a good workout. It can be done in a couple hours, and yeah, it's just a really great hike.
Do you want to change lives? Then come work with us. Options for Learning teachers guide, encourage, and support students' educational goals. All this while building confidence and critical thinking. Join our team of over 950 employees throughout the San Gabriel Valley. We have infant, toddler, preschool, and school-age teaching positions. Teach with us and help change lives. Find out how at optionsforlearning.org, where we don't just teach, we allow children to flourish.
The dance floor can be intimidating, but whether it's the waltz, the foxtrot, or swing, the Stevens sisters at the Pasadena Ballroom Dance Association can teach you all the right moves.
The Pasadena Ballroom Dance Association was started in 1983. We started it together, and we really decided that it would be a nice chance to offer group classes for couples and singles of all ages who'd never danced before. It was a time when really no one was ballroom dancing or swing dancing. So we thought we'd like to just offer some group classes to get people going in various styles of dance. We grew up in Pasadena, and we were a very tight-knit family. And our mom actually taught ballet dance in Hollywood in the 40s. So we had grown up dancing and dancing a lot together. So we started it as a family business. Mom would check in at the desk, Dad would set up the equipment for us, and my sister would actually usually do the leading and I would do the following. But we wanted everybody that we could come up with to join our classes and just enjoy the dancing the way that we enjoyed it, without having to sign up for big contracts or pay a lot of money. And we just honestly feel the joy of dance and decided we'd like to make a community of other people that felt the same joy that we felt really early.
But we've built such a great community of dance in general. I think we're one of the best kept secrets in Pasadena, except that we have good crowds, so I guess the word's out. But we have Saturday night swing dances with live bands, and we've done that for years and years and years. And we're non-alcoholic, so all ages can come, and you know, it's a very welcoming crowd. I'm really proud of our dancers because they really look at anyone who comes in new and are like, come on, let's show you how this goes. We teach a lesson that night, so you don't need to know a lot. You can just come and learn. You don't need to know anything. You can just come in the door and learn.
My first dance, I was scared to death. I went in, and like everybody else that's new, I sat there in the corner, and people would come up and ask me to dance. I'd say, no, I don't know how. And they go, oh, don't worry about it, you know, just get up and move. And they were all real friendly, so it just makes it that much easier.
I even got a chance to take their intro swing class before the Saturday night dance, and I'm not looking too shabby if I do say so myself.
We did some special nights. We brought Frankie Manning from New York.
Many times.
Many times. So we were one of the first places to ever actually have Frankie come in and teach special workshops.
Frankie is considered the granddaddy of the Lindy Hop.
And the second era of swing dancing, my sister is actually credited with igniting, helping to really reignite that second era of swing, thanks to rediscovering Frankie Manning, because he became a major star in the 90s teaching swing around the globe.
And our swing dances and dancers, the classes, they've continued to be large forever. That's never died from the 90s. So swing is still definitely our biggest classes. We do teach ballroom, we teach salsa, we teach tango, we teach everything, but swing has just continued to be the biggest.
Most people come once, maybe twice a week, but we do have people that honestly get a little bit addicted to it. I think the social as well as learning the dance. And they will come every night of the week.
And you realize what a difference you're making in lives. We have this great thing that's happening this summer. We're dancing under the stars at the Paseo. We're really at home here at the Paseo. This is such an incredible event. We put down this huge dance floor and they've hung these little white lights, and we've hired these amazing bands. And for the month of July, it's all swing dancing, and then for the month of August, it goes to salsa. And we teach a little lesson together for half an hour, and then the bands play. And You can't beat it. It's free, and what a great night of fun. Summer dancing outdoors, there's nothing like it.
7 to 7:30 lesson, and the bands play until 9:30. All free under the stars.
I've been coming to PBDA since 1989, 28 years, and I've never missed this dance. Any summer I can get out here, I come. And I go dancing at least once a week, and it's one of the greatest things. It changes your life. You can't be depressed when you're dancing.
We love to come out here to the Paseo every summer and just dance. It's great. It cools off. It's a nice floor, nice people, and they usually have a great band, and we love to dance.
For me, dancing gave me every dream I had. I have to come up with some more dreams now because I had this little tin and I wanted to work at Disneyland. I didn't know how. I wanted to ride on a Rose Parade float. I didn't know how I was going to ever do that. And I wanted to go to the White House. And I got every one of those dreams by being a Lindy Hopper. This is pure fun, pure American social dancing. We teach leading, we teach following, and then we want you to interpret the dance, give it your own style and flair. And it really is about your joy to the music.
You hear the beat, the music, and you want to feel that beat in your feet. And once you step out on the floor and you get that bounce going, it does really take all your cares away.
It's all consuming.
Here's your events calendar for the month of September. Taste of Old Pasadena on September 12th in Old Town Pasadena. The Pasadena Greek Festival on September 22nd through 24th at St. Anthony Greek Orthodox Church. Pasadena Heart Walk on September 23rd. Wiggle Waggle Walk on September 24th at Brookside Park. The Curious Savage on September 24th through 25th at La Cañada Playhouse. Jazz on the Green on September 27th at Castle Green. And Gender, Genres, and Generations on September 29th at Pasadena City College. That's just a few of the great things happening for the month of September.
Thanks for joining us on this adventure, and make sure to tune in each month for new discoveries. Follow us on social media and visit us at pasadenamedia.org. See you next time.
This program was produced by Pasadena Media.